I was a one-on-one ball player. I was a schoolyard ball player. But when you get right down to it, basketball is a one-on-one game.
Earl Monroe, of course, is Earl the Pearl. There's no player ever in the game like Earl. Never. And I don't know if there ever will be.
In 1967, Earl the Pearl brought his playground show to the NBA, instantly attracting a legion of admirers. That same year, a rookie guard of dramatically contrasting style also began to attract a devoted following, providing Monroe with a perfect opposite.
To me, Walt Frazier, even with all the credit that he received, I thought was underrated. Maybe because of his style, he was not flamboyant. He did everything in such a low-key fashion and always came through in the big games.
When things got really tight, I was always deadpan. I never showed any emotion. So most people say, wow, this guy's really cool, man. How could he be like that when everyone else is going berserk?
And when the unflappable Clyde and his Knicks met the electrifying Pearl and his Bullets, an historic rivalry was born.
Clyde and myself, you know, two young guys came in the same year vying for that position to be called the best.
More than just opponents, they were each the embodiment of their team's philosophies.
The Knicks were a pass and the open man type of team. We were a one-on-one team, so that made for a great matchup. And, you know, it was always New York and Baltimore as well. So Clyde was, again, the establishment, and I was the anti-establishment.
Yeah, I remember Fire and Ice, the two analogies that they made for us.
They were specialists at opposite ends of the court. One a magician, the other a thief.
We were so evenly matched that, and nobody wanted to give an inch.
Frazier is guarding Monroe. Monroe veers to his left. 10 seconds to go. Monroe one-on-one with Frazier. Monroe drives right, 2 seconds. He jumps, buzzes out, no good! And we go to overtime.
Throughout the battles that we had when I was guarding him with the Bullets, we had a mutual respect. Like on the court, I never talked to Earl or he never talked to me. But I never backed down and he never backed down. So he respected me for the job that I was doing and vice versa.
That respect would be tested as Monroe and Frazier saw their rivalry take the most ironic of twists. They became teammates.
The New York press was saying that I would be traded. There was no way the two of us could play in the same backcourt. We would need 2 basketballs. But Earl and I never had a problem like the press thought we would, because when he came to the Knicks, we still had that respect.
You know, I was always the type of guy that I could admire other people's talents. And I could look over on the other side, and I felt good to see him doing well. Because I know whatever happens during the course of a game, I could always go get mine when I wanted to, because that was just the type of player I was.
Earl and I felt that if the Knicks could hang in the game down in the last few minutes, that one of us would come up with the winning shot and pull the game out, and many nights we did.
2 of basketball's fiercest opponents, Frazier and Monroe, had become one of its greatest duos.